kind of showed you how to make something like this in previous videos. So I used Magic Bevel to create these things, but that's not what I'm going to show you though. We're going to look at this plugin called Weight Outward, and it's a weight map plugin for a weight plugin that creates a weight map. You can create select polygons, or you can select points. If you select polygons, this plugin is gonna convert that to points, so that's cool. Yeah, I think no, we'll keep it at 5 at this, or let's say 10. So what that means is it's gonna select 10 steps outside that selection. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so I think that should end up around this area if I just hit OK now. Yeah, pretty much what I thought it would be. And that's the plugin. Can also set that to a max step scan, so it will go all the way out here like that. I can kind of like customize it though. So for example, I can say -2. So that will, these outer ones will have a value of -2, which is going to show up like bluish in the preview. So, and still with a max step scan. Just remember to reset this one if you're going to continue experimenting. Well, I guess you could have contract as well. Let's see. Yeah, well, I guess that didn't do much right now. Let's see. So 2. Hey, that's pretty cool. Didn't know that. So I guess I could go like this, like that. That's pretty nice. Does that mean that, let's see, I take this one, select this one. This is select path, by the way. You should make a shortcut for that. Once again, select path. Wait outward. Let's see if it creates a line. Hey, pretty cool. That's nice. So yeah, so I can kind of like go like this. How will that work though? Okay, interesting. What I can also do is you can use a spline. Okay, I don't get that option because there's no spline in the background. Okay. Let's make a spline in the background then. Control P. And the thing is, switch layers. And the thing is, the way this works is, oops. What happened? Anyway, and the thing is, the way this works is that the weight will now, let's see if this is correct, sorry. And now we have this option, use background spline for weights. The thing though is that this background spline is based on the 0 position and about like 1 meter up and minus 1.5 meter down. So that means that the weight map is going to go from 0 to 1 to minus 1.5. And that's how this function works. So it's not the plugin is not going to work by you drawing a spline along one of these other forms and then it's going to weight that for you according to that spline. That's not how it works. So even though that would be nice, that's not how it is. So it's more simple than that. So it goes from 0 to 1 to 1.5. Okay, so let's just try that and so you can see what I mean. So weight outward with that background spline as a reference. Number of steps. Let's set that at 10. Okay. Why didn't that work? Oh, expand. Yeah, okay, so that's how it works. So it goes from 0, as you can see, to 0, 0. A weight of 100, a value of 100, and to let's see here, to 0 again, which is correct, because we have that here, to 0, and this weight of minus 0.5, which is here, minus 0.5. Okay, so it's doing the right thing. Let's just try that with max step scan, and yeah, it goes like that. So of course now you can use the move tool, for example, with a weight map fall off to tweak this stuff. Yeah, I don't want to do that in this case, but just telling you that that's of course possible. You can also take something simple like this. Should be a global function for turning off fall off weight maps or fall offs, I think. But anyway, let's just look at this and take these guys. Max step 1, yeah, okay. So I've got a pretty nice gradient. Now do notice that it's not going to help me to rotate this one and then use a plugin. It's still gonna create the weight like that and not like this. So that's kind of like a minus. take, for example, well, let's take that one, weight outward, extend max. So we can do that, but it's not really doing quite what I want here. So it's not really creating a gradient across that angle or that direction. So you'll have to use other techniques for doing that, but still could be useful for this and that. I have a shortcut for set vertex map value, so it's just easy to reset that whenever I want that, or not, or adding weights. So it's just a shortcut that I have. But yeah, creating a gradient from here and to here is kind of like tricky with this plugin, so you'll have to use another plugin in order to do that. I think that about covers it though, as far as this plugin goes. You can also, I guess, if I take this one, yeah, so I can cut that out, put that into a new layer, and weight outward with the max step. So now it's 100% here and 0 here. So that way I pretty much know that it goes from 100 to 0. So now you can see how that works, and we can take these guys back here, paste back in, and merge. So that's how I can do that. That's how I can make sure that it goes from 100% to 0% on both of these. So 100%, 0%. Alright, actually there is one more thing, and that is, there is this trick where you can go like this and say 100 and use the LightWave default weight blur. Let's say 20 on that one. And you can see how that works. You actually do got something not too different. So it's kind of like similar to that plugin, kind of. So yeah, you can see it really blurs out though. So you might want to set this to something really high instead, and then run it. So yeah, kind of like an option as far as not using the plugin. But the thing is that you don't really have that max step scan, and that's very useful as far as this plugin goes.